Dr. Mindy here, and in this video, I'm going to help you understand why a past antibiotic use may have set you up for weight gain. This is really critical information. So I'm also going to show you how we can undo this with fasting, a free resource for you to be able to lose weight. So if you are new to my channel, I just want to say welcome. I am a woman on a mission to get 1 million people fasting. Fasting is our way out of the metabolic madness that we are in right now as a world. And I think you'll see studies like this, videos like this are pivotal for being able to help you understand how you can start to unwind some of the damage that's happened to you in the past and set yourself up for a beautiful future. So those of you that are new to my channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And those of you that share my videos out, super grateful for you. Okay, so first thing, we got to sort of establish some ground rules here. The first thing is I want you to understand that 1 round of antibiotics destroys 90% of the bacteria in your gut. This is a huge problem because you have around 4,000 different species of bacteria in your gut that are doing lots of different functions for you. And one of the things that these species do, these bacteria do, is they regulate blood sugar. So those of you that are trying to figure out how to get your blood sugar down, you're trying to get into ketosis, you're trying to lose weight, and you're like banging your head against the wall, not sure what's going on, I want you to realize that the #1 name of the game is to improve your gut diversity. You want to take these 4,000 species that you have, you want to feed them and magnify them so that they not only bring your blood sugar down, but they'll break down hormones, they'll bring inflammation down, they'll support your immune system, they'll make neurotransmitters for your brain. There's a whole bunch of benefits that these microbes give you. So the research is showing if I take somebody who is obese and somebody who is lean, that one of the #1 factors of somebody holding on to weight is they do not have enough diversity of their gut microbiome. So the first thing that we've got to make the connection to is we've got to understand that this diversity matters. And when you go on a round of antibiotics, you kill that diversity. Now, I'm going to talk at the end of this how fasting can help bring that diversity back. And I'm going to talk about the hours that it takes, how many fasting hours it takes to bring the diversity back. So stick with me here. Okay, second thing that happens when we are holding on to weight and we are not managing blood sugar well is that we don't have good microbial geography. Whoa, what is this? Okay, this I ended up going down a rabbit hole of research on today. And here's the deal. You've got this thin layer of mucosal membrane on the inside of your large and small intestine. And when the microbes are right up against that mucosal membrane, sitting right on there, they're actually not as efficient at regulating your blood sugar. They do better if the microbes are dispersed and throughout your gut and they're a little bit away from the mucosal membrane. It's something called microbial geography. Dr. Emran Mayer, I interviewed him on my Resetter podcast. He's the one that's talking a lot about it. He has a fabulous book that came out this year called The Gut Immune Connection. But one of the key factors that we know is if you want to regulate blood sugar, you got to get those microbes off of that mucosal lining, and fasting can do it. Third thing, this one I love to talk about in my academy with my academy members all the time, which is your FB switch. And the FB switch basically says if you have too much of the Firmicutes bacteria, which is a big group of bacteria in your gut, if you have more Firmicutes than Bacteroides, you are going to store your calories more as fat. So you want to flip that so you bring Bacteroides up and you get yourself in a balanced FB ratio so that you stop storing calories as fat. The way that this looks is if I, again, took two versions of you, one that had a good FB switch, one that didn't have a good FB switch, and I put this one that had a good one, I could feed you, let's say, a bowl of pasta, and you wouldn't store that as calories. But the version of you that had the bad FB switch, if I fed that person a bowl of pasta, you would store it all as calories. This is a huge reason why we see that some people eat whatever they want and they stay skinny, and other people eat just, one carrot and they start to gain weight. This FB switch matters, and fasting can get that FB switch in its proper spot. Okay, last thing, I've talked about this one a lot. We know that about a 24-hour fast will improve your intestinal stem cells. It will reboot stem cells, and these stem cells, what they will do is they will go into that mucosal lining and they'll start to repair things like a leaky gut. So I had a great interview with Dr. Stephen Gundry on my Resetter podcast. He talked a lot about how leaky gut is the number one cause of energy depletion, of people feeling fatigued. He also talked about how one round of antibiotics will really accelerate weight gain. So it's a fascinating podcast. I'll put the link in the comment or in the notes. But what we know is your mucosal lining of your gut, we can't have it be open. We need tight junctions so toxins don't get into your bloodstream. Remember, when toxins get into your bloodstream, your liver doesn't really know what to do with that, so it sends those toxins onto fat, and it stores it as fat. So we want to make sure that that mucosal lining of your intestinal tract is shut, and that you're not getting those toxins into your bloodstream. So these are the 4 gut changes, microbiome changes that happen after antibiotics. They also happen after eating bad Western diet foods. They also happen in a stressful life. So there's a lot of things that we can point fingers at that change this. It's not just antibiotics. But what I want you to know is that fasting changes at each one of these 4 things. And here's the length fast that the research is showing. There are 3 different fasts that will change these, okay? First is your 24-hour fast. This would be your 1 meal a day, where you're eating just dinner, and maybe you eat dinner 6 o'clock on Monday night, and then you don't eat dinner again till 6 o'clock on Tuesday night. So you would fast all day. That would be an example of a 24-hour fast that will help stem cell production. Okay, the other fast that is really has a lot of research on is what we call the alternative day fast. This is where you literally eat whatever you want one day, and then the next day you don't eat at all. So sun up to sundown, nothing, like even nothing that day at all. Then the next day you eat whatever you want, and then the next day you fast. That style of fasting is showing to improve microbial diversity. It's showing to change the microbial geography, and it starts to flip the Firmicutes and Bacteroides switch. Third fast, and I talked about this one before. Research is showing that longer fasts, like a 5-day water fast, if you do a 5-day water fast before any diet change, you get a more lasting result with that diet change. And the reason that that happens is because of all 4 of these, but primarily because it flips that FB switch. So really cool article or study that I highlighted maybe 6 months ago, showing that if you just set yourself up with a fast before you go into a diet change, you'll get a lot more bang for your buck out of that diet change. In the study that I show you guys, I'll leave a link to that video in the notes. They actually did the DASH diet. That was the diet that they did before the 5-day water fast. So you got 3 options there. If you're listening to this and you're like, oh my God, I've been on 10, 20 rounds of antibiotics. I would say the other damaging piece here too is women on birth control. So all of that changes this gut microbiome. So this is not a moment to be depressed. This is a moment to move into action. If you love this information, join me in my January reset. I've got something new that I'm doing. I'm really excited about it. I have 2 tracks. I have a beginner track and I have an advanced track. On the advanced track, we're going to be doing the fasts I talk about in this video, especially alternate day fasting. On the beginner track, those of you that are like sitting on the edge of the pool and you want to jump into the fasting pool and you're not sure how to do it, I'm going to show you how to do it in the beginner track. So join me for the January reset. Just put January reset in the comments and my team will send you a link.